What's up, Internet? This is Rod from TechGuysSmartBuy.com, and we're here with the Galaxy Note 4 for the final review. The phablet wars have officially begun, and the Galaxy Note 4 is looking to remind everyone who did it first. Are they still on top, or have they been outdone? Now, with some steep competition out there, the Note 4 represents Samsung's best foot forward in regards to design and build. You still have the faux leather, but the stitching is gone. They've added the metal band that was on the Galaxy Alpha along with metal buttons to make sure that this is the best looking Galaxy device you've seen thus far. Now we got to talk about the display. This is a 5.7-inch 2K display with 515 ppi. This thing is beautiful. Even though it's just AMOLED, it still looks great. The colors aren't too vibrant, too saturated. They're just, just right to make it work, and it's probably the best 2K display we've seen. So thanks to 3 gigs of RAM and a 2.7 gigahertz quad-core 805 CPU, TouchWiz, which is always usually heavy and can be a tad bit laggy, is a lot less these days. The 3220 milliamp battery inside got me about a day and a half of heavy usage, while light to moderate got me closer to 48 hours. It also supports quick charging by Qualcomm, which Motorola uses as turbocharging, so you can get a dead to 50% juice in 30 minutes. Not the biggest TouchWiz fan, but this is still the one area that sets the Note apart from other phablets. So for example, I have a pop-up window right here, and then you still have the multi-window where you can have two apps going at the same time. So you can have two pop-up windows and multi-window going at the same time. Would you actually use it? More than likely not, but just the fact that you have that option is one of those great things that TouchWiz does have an offer for the Note and the Note series, or the Note 4 anyway. And while the other phablets are coming about and they're just, cramming a bunch of specs in there, they're not really doing anything in the software to take advantage of the screen. While we already went into detail about the Note 4's camera in its own separate video, make sure you stop by. We have a link to it directly in the description below. Now, we can't talk about a Note without talking about the S Pen, and of course, Samsung continues to improve every iteration of the Note. It gets better and better. It's more accurate in measuring pressure sensitivity when writing or drawing. And they've actually added a few more features to it as well. You can now see previews to URL links via AirView when you physically write events into the S Planner. You can use it to scroll and browse windows, access the back and recently apps, hardware buttons, and physically draw notes and all that other good stuff, as well as handwrite emails and messages. So again, it's always getting better, and the stylus never wrote like this. This is the 2014 S Pen. So wrapping things up, we gave the Note 4 an A+, as the Note 4 still reigns supreme as the only phablet that matters. It's great that other phones have gotten bigger, namely the iPhone, because it was just getting ridiculous that it was that small. But the Note is the only one taking advantage of the software more than anybody else. Actually, the only one taking advantage of the software. So if you're always a fan of the Note series, I would definitely say to buy. And, even if you're not, you're going to spend that money on a bigger phone anyway. So, as always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching. And also, if you haven't watched it yet, we also have a battle between the Note 4 and the Nexus 6. I'll also be in the description below. Thank you and take care.